Hey y'all, this is PS Milan, and I got my girl Stormi.
Hey y'all.
She is here inside of Businesswoman YouTube. So basically, inside of Businesswoman, I basically talk, everything about relationships, like friendships, just business, and also just, this is my YouTube is all about just blogs and podcasts, and now I got my girl here with me. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to be here. I just got in Philly yesterday and I was like, Milan, we gotta do something. So we always try to link up when we in town.
No facts. So I'm excited because I have not seen her, I don't know, since Spain. We had so much fun in Spain though too.
We had a good time in Spain. We really did.
No, we definitely did. So I'm about to just get started. So I'm gonna ask her some questions. So first, I just want you to introduce yourself, of course. Just tell who you are.
What's up, you guys? This is your girl Stormi Banks, and I am a grant writer, and I own a company called Pink Print Firm, where we help women entrepreneurs gain access to debt-free funding through grants, and we've raised $17 million so far for for-profit and nonprofit business owners.
Okay, yeah, so she's all about all pink too, so it's kind of cute because we're in a pink setup. But yeah, she's all about all pink, and just like me, we're all about all pink, but we do stuff for women entrepreneurs, which is this is why I also have her on here, because she does stuff for women entrepreneurs, and I know this is mainly women entrepreneurs. So definitely follow her, because she is gonna be, she could give you free money, which is why not? Free money is good. So yeah, all right, so here's my first question. I just wanted to know, how'd you get started, and just tell us your story a little bit, because I like your story, and I want them to know.
A lot of people don't know it because I shared it on my podcast, but the way that I really got started is in 2020 of August, when I got robbed by my best friend. She stole $50,000 from me. I came back from Atlanta after I had told her oh my God, girl, I'm about to start a new salon over here and everything. And mind you, it was COVID time. So New York was shut down. I was a hairstylist. Everything was shut down. So I went to Tennessee, which is where she was at. And I literally was just trying to build back up from scratch. And so when I was telling her hey girl, I'm about to go to Atlanta and start up my salon, I was showing her on FaceTime. Meanwhile, she's hating, right? She's actually plotting, hating on the low. So we were staying in an apartment together. When I came back from Atlanta, I went to the salon, and I was doing hair regular, chopping it up. She's laughing in my face. Everything is cool. And then when I went back to the apartment, I tried my key in the door, and the key didn't work in the door. So I was literally calling her, no answer. She's not picking up. And so then, of course, at that point, I kind of knew it was already what it was about to be. So when I got into the apartment, I realized she had stole all my money. The police got called. It was a whole situation. But after that, I stayed at my mother's house, because my mother lives in Tennessee as well. And I had to stay there. I was so depressed. It took me a good 6 months to really come out of depression and want to do anything. I was still reading and doing little stuff and watching stuff on Instagram, and I ended up finding, because I was I don't have no good credit, I don't have no money, I don't have no apartment, I can't work because it's COVID, everything shut down. And so I found out about grants. At that time during COVID, they was giving out a lot of money for business owners, right? And I already had my business from when I was in New York. And I found out about grants, and I was okay, so I don't have to have no revenue, I don't have to have no credit score, I don't have to have really anything but this business, and they'll help me kind of get back on my feet.
Hey businesswoman, this is PS Milan, and if you are enjoying this episode, click the link below and join Businesswoman University waitlist, where we talk about all financial literacy, and we talk about how you can fix your credit, build your credit, and get access to over $100,000 in business credit with no proof of income. We show you how to get credit, we show you how to get cash, and then we show you exactly how to invest this money into income producing assets so you can make money every single month. Okay, we have a 24/7 group chat, in-person events, and group trips with a group of like-minded female entrepreneurs. So don't wait around, businesswoman. Click the link below and join Businesswoman University.
Right. I started applying to everything. I was applying to so many grants. I was building back up my credit in the time too, and it just ended up working out. And once I won actual grant money, I was okay, let me start teaching classes, showing people how to do this stuff. And I was teaching them business credit, everything at first. And I was just I want more people to have access to funding, because everybody goes through a situation in life where they be down on their monies or the job. They get laid off, whatever the case may be. So honestly, how I got started was feeling I don't want anyone else to feel robbed, from being able to start their dreams.
Yeah. But why just stick with grants, and why you don't do business credit or nothing?
I'm not gonna hold you. When I had my my mentorship, Pink Print Posse, I was getting those girls so much funding. I would check back in with them like 3 months, 4 months, and they'll be like, we used the money, but they're still not in a better position. They still wasn't making money in their business. So for me, it started being like, is like loans and credit cards really helping them get to the next level if they don't know how to manage the money, if they don't know how to budget the money and like really, you know, use the funding. So with grants, because it's debt free, you don't have to pay it back. I just feel like it's a safer way to get started, even though it takes longer than a credit card, right? You're not gonna go and do an application and get funded that same day. It takes longer, but within that time frame that it takes to get the grant, you could be planning, you could be mapping out what you're gonna do when you get the money. You could be calling people, you know, like getting your resources together so that you can actually build the business. Like that's the goal.
Right. And I think because people just be like, they don't take the time to do it. So that's the thing. Like, you got to take the time to do like whatever it is, to be honest, because even with like the credit, you still got to take time, and it still takes time sometimes, depending on where your credit is, obviously. But I think that's cool though. Like, but yeah, I was like, but I think you should do all of it, because I feel like you'll be like, because I was telling you like you could like, because remember I was telling you about like the whole thing, like just doing like the banks and stuff, like you can have like everything, like credit and grants and all that, because you're like a funding, like you're like, her whole thing is just like funding. It's your whole thing right there. But I think that's good though, especially because, you know, like you said, it's less risk too, because some girls, they don't really know what they're doing.
No, really. I mean, most business owners, when they start a business, you don't know what you're doing. You know, like when I was starting off,
I didn't know what I was doing either.
I had spent so much money trying stuff out. You know, like it does take a trial and error period for you to really learn what works.
No, for real. And I had to like, I did have to pay a lot of debt back too though. So if I didn't have to pay that back, it definitely would have been better for me. But I did have to pay a lot back because it was like a trial and error or whatever. But like I had to pick myself back up. But that's one thing that, you know, some people can do, like pick themselves back up. Right. That's good. So did you want to fight your best friend?
Oh, we
you did?
Yeah, that day she actually, that's the only reason why, because I thought they was gonna take me to jail, because once the key in the door didn't work, I like kicked the door in. And so I thought they was gonna take me to jail because I wasn't on the lease. Mind you, I had just moved like recently from New York, so I wasn't like on her lease. She already had that place. I just moved in with her. And the only reason why they didn't take me to jail is because when she got there, they had to call her. She ran up on me and like tried to fight me, or whatever the case was. And so they was like, well, we're not gonna, you know, she's foul. Like we can tell how she's moving and she's on some wonky type activity. Funny. Yeah, but I never wanted to get revenge though. Like I never was like, oh, I'm a you know, do this and do that. Like the thoughts came in my mind, right? Like I was sitting there like, man, like, you know, the thoughts came in my mind. But
especially when you're struggling and still trying to get yourself back up.
And you seeing her like going on vacations on Instagram, and you know she's using the money that she just robbed from you. It takes a lot. But what I knew at that time, my mom said something. She was like, "What's 50,000 to a millionaire?" And I still keep that in my head. Like anytime I take a loss, I always say, "What's that to a millionaire?" Like to a billionaire, whatever the case may be. And so I just kind of like stood my ground really and just prayed. When I tell you, I got so deep in that Bible. Like I remember being on my knees crying, snot coming out of my nose, like really in that Bible begging God, like show me what my purpose is so I could just move like the way you want me to, or else I'm really gonna be active out here. Like it's not gonna be good, because I was so angry. It was bad.
That's good that you healed.
No, I had to go to intense therapy, because even when we met, I don't know if you remember, like I was telling everybody, I was like, listen, I'm not trying to make no friends, like I'm trying to keep it real cool, because business only, because I was just so scared. Yes, I was so scared.
That's crazy though. That's crazy. I never really experienced anybody like a, remember I think I told you like a friend that really like did me like too wrong like that. Like I never really experienced that, but that's messed up.
When you experience that, oh, now, baby, because like sometimes, like, you know, like some people will still hit me up. They'll see me on Instagram who used to know me like from working there, and they be like, oh, she's not doing this and this, that, and the third. And I don't wish no bad on nobody, because I'm like, if you ever experience half of what I went through, I really do wish you well. Like I pray that you get through that, because that was difficult. But like looking at it now, I'm like, I'm so glad, because I feel like I got blessed even more because I stayed patient, because I didn't take revenge, because I didn't do nothing with malice, and I kept my heart about me. And those are the times that's really gonna show you who are you for real. Like, are you who you say you are, or are you just faking and flogging when times is good?
No, that's facts though. I think all that stuff is good. And I was also gonna ask you anyway too, because I definitely did see you like, you know, in like your Bible like lately too. or whatever, because I don't know if you was like that before or whatever, because like I don't know, like I just didn't know, but I wasn't like that before, but like I was now. Maybe I'm a little more aware now because I am too, but I don't know, I seen you in that. And how do you feel like that has taken like a change in your business and your relationships maybe?
I mean, I feel like after I had got robbed, I definitely made like a new decree to God that I was gonna be active. Like I was gonna keep him in my life and in the forefront, because I feel like so often we start getting material things and like money and cars and clothes and all this stuff, taking trips, and we forget like all of that stuff could be taken in a matter of seconds. Like the only reason why you have what you have is because you're being obedient to God and you're following the will that he has for your life. So for me, I literally feel like making sure that I keep him as my source keeps me where I'm at, like keeps me humble to where I need to go and to leading other people, because it's so easy to be like, oh, you got bad credit, you ain't got nothing, I'm up, you know, I'm everything is good, life is good, you're brokey. Like it's so easy to downplay other people, but when you really keep God as your source and you realize like the only reason why I'm here is because I trusted in him and I took action, right? And I listened to what he told me to do every single day. When he put a little note, like voices in my head to say like, go network at that event, go invest in this, go trust that mentor, go do these things, like host that class. When I listened every time, it snowballed into me getting what I have today. So if anybody's on here like watching this, you really do have to get connected to God. Like you have to get connected to your source and figure out how you're going to stay obedient to what he has for your life. Because if you just wanting stuff in your own life and it's not ordained by him, it's never going to work out.
No.
And you'll be wondering like, why is she looking so good and it's working for her? Because that's for her, that's not for you. So
and I think that's one of the most important things, because I definitely wasn't in, like, I mean, I grew up like in the church and stuff like that, but I think like my sister, she pretty much like forced it too much on me. So I was kind of like, every time she would come around, I'm like, oh my gosh, like she about to talk up a story, or she about to give us a whole novel or whatever. And then I'm just like, that's what we used to just say like as kids. So like growing up, I'm just like, that wasn't like something I was like aware of. I wasn't like open or in tune or anything. My mind wasn't like open to none of that stuff. Like it was just like, well, I'm getting money and that's it. Like I'm about to do this and that's it. But ever since like I have been probably like a year now, it's been like a year in, and I think that it's just been going so much better. Everything is so much peaceful. Like you said, being patient. I don't really care about certain things. Like money's not nothing to me. It's just, you know, like I like money of course because I like the challenge of getting it. Like that's my whole thing. But and it's not even a challenge, but like then again, it's just a game to me. Like it's just a game, so it's like I like it. But ever since I've, you know, became more obedient, and you know, we're not perfect either. So that's another thing. Like, so I think that I feel like I haven't been like, you know, perfect. And I feel like I'm still like right now at this very moment, I feel like I'm trying to work on being more spiritually grounded. Yeah. Like because like even when I do make certain mistakes, you know, I want to come back from that. So it's like, you know, like we still, you know, we're still human. I still, you know, still go out. I still party sometimes. I still drink. And I really don't want to do that anymore. I was telling myself, I low-key want to kind of like stop drinking. Because I stopped smoking, and I remember you was like, I don't know how you do that. You was like, I don't even know how you smoke.
I was so happy when you was like, I'm gonna stop doing this, because I just feel like the clarity and the groundedness that you have, like it's just a better look. Like it just is all around better.
Yeah, so a year in, I haven't been smoking for a year now. And like, so now I'm like trying to stop drinking. I'm like, okay, I want to stop doing certain things. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, I don't know, like sometimes when I'm focused and locked in on just God and put him first, always, I think that everything else,
it just work out.
Yeah, and you have time for everything else too.
Yeah, and it's like it's just like he lays everything out, you know, like everything that you go and try to do, he just makes it work. Even when there's like issues that arise here and there, it's just to teach you like, oh, you're gonna need these skills. So like I want you to learn these skills along the way, and you just go through it, but you just have so much confidence knowing that you got the power of God behind you. Like I really be like, please do not come around here playing, because I promise you, I don't have to spin the block, okay? I will have to do it because it's gonna get done.
Yeah, I've learned a lot too. I've learned a lot with that stuff too. And you feel as though like even with your relationships and stuff like that, how you feel like relationships, like friendships, like your you know, your current relationship, you're married?
Fiance. We haven't gotten married yet.
Oh, you haven't got married? Because I was
Yeah.
like, wait. I was like, are y'all fiancés? Because you got engaged on the low.
Mad
too.
quiet.
Like, I was like, you're engaged, but so I'm like, did you get married too
Right.
on the low? Without telling anybody?
No, not yet.
But yeah, so like that stuff too, like all that stuff too. Do you think it feels like
Absolutely. And I think that you have like a discernment with people too. Like you can kind of see what people's intentions are when you're really grounded, and you could just, because I like every day in my head, like little scriptures be playing in my head. Like I'd be like, oh, that's this. Oh, that's what Job was talking about. Oh, this is that. Like it be playing in my head. And my fiance, we just went to church for the first time together on Sunday, because normally I just do like my church online. Like I have a preacher that I really like, and he has like YouTube videos, because sometimes like going to church and like actually making a habit to go is like extra, but when I'm on YouTube I could just watch it anytime, any day, whatever. But we went to church for the first time together, and so I think I'm trying to kind of get him, and he's getting himself like more into spirituality too, because when you go through certain traumas in life, you really do put it down. Like sometimes life gets so hard that you be like, this ain't working, or nobody cares about me, nobody loves me, nobody's watching out for me, and you really start like hating everything. Like you just think nothing is gonna work for you,
and you go to like like things that temporarily satisfy
fix it.
you.
Drugs, smoking, drinking.
That's the stuff. It was temporary. It didn't fix the problem.
Oh yeah, that's the fact. So like right now we're like, he's more so working like getting into his bag and his God stuff, and just believing that the power of it, because I've always kind of been like this. I was raised at a Baptist church, and I had my moments where I kind of strayed away and came back, but I've been in it really heavy for the last 4 years, honestly.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good, because I was reading too like one time about like like how the wife be like more sometimes, and like the husband wasn't really too much into like spiritual, but it don't mean like leave, but it means more so like just, I think it's leading by example too.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, I think that's good though. I think that's good, as long as like, because I think that's one of the most important things in every relationship, even like even like your friendships and family and stuff like that. So, but even my family, like I feel like some of my family be into, but some of them don't. But I just be like trying to lead by example, by just doing better and being a better person overall. And I feel like that's just like good. But how do you feel about now making friends in like entrepreneurship, like in the world of entrepreneurship?
Yeah, like it could be, it can be difficult, but when you do find your group, it's great. It's really great, because when I was first getting in, like I was just like, I really don't want any friends. Like I'm just here to do business. Like how much do I owe you? Pay you? Let's keep it pushing. Or we trade, whatever we trade in. You teach a class, I teach a class, no problem. But now I'm really starting to be more intentional about like building actual friendships and relationships and getting to know people, so that we could have those like genuine connections and like support each other through all aspects, not just business. Like I have a whole other life outside of what I do for work. So it's nice, but it takes time. And you have to really watch people. And I'm so glad, like I say getting robbed is one of the best things that could have happened to me, because it put me on point to so many things that I was just like naive to, of thinking that everything is roses and cupcakes, and not knowing that people will prey on you. They'll prey on you have emotion. They'll prey on you being connected to old girl. They'll prey on you because this is your baby dad. Like they will prey on you for who you are and for what you bring to the world. And you will just think like, oh my God, all these people are supporting me, until you actually have an issue or a problem, and now nobody's in your corner because they came and got what they came to get. So now I just have so much discernment, and I'm just so much more patient with people. Like I'll literally be cool with you, keep it cute, and let it rock for like 2-3 years before I really be like, okay, I'm gonna build with this person. Like I'm gonna connect, because I want to see you through multiple different seasons of your life. Like I've seen you, like getting money. I've seen you taking loans. I've seen you hosting classes. I've seen you rebuild. I've seen you start a brand. I've seen you on vacation. I've seen you for like years now. So I know I could trust that what I see is what I get, because I've seen it, and I've never seen you wild out to the point of no return, So I can trust that now, and that it just takes you, taking that time with people when it comes to building relationships. I feel like people be wanting to jump in to be like, my friend. Yeah, it's all cute and dandy until some real stuff go down. Yeah.
Have you ever found like another best friend?
No.
Yeah, because I'm like, I see you with Sean all the time. I'm like, I see you. That's
For
your
real.
best friend now.
Yeah, I be with my fiance every day because it's just honestly, even to this day, I can honestly say like it's still very scary to get that close because I told her all my business. Like it wasn't anything left for me. Like everything that I was doing, saved, thought, she knew. And I really do feel like that was part of the reason why she was able to rob me, because like she knew where the money was, she knew how much I had. Like we was talking, like we was building for what I thought, but really she was plotting and planning. So that's why I just
crazy.
keep stuff.
That's out of pocket.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine
crazy.
doing that to somebody. Like listening to you, like tell me all about stuff, and then I'm like, yeah. When the opportunity comes, I'm taking it.
Yeah, that's
a crazy
weird.
thought.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a crazy thought.
It's crazy. No, facts. But all right, tell them like, all right. So I know you said you started with grant and with like no money, no credit, no revenue and stuff like that. So like, what are some places that they could go to get like some grants from women entrepreneurs where they don't have no money, no credit, stuff like that? So like how they could find one too for themselves so they can start a business.
Yeah, the easiest website that gives out like startup grants for women entrepreneurs, men entrepreneurs, whatever, is helloskip.com. Like the website is free to use and you can literally go and sign up today. They have a $10,000 grant for early stage entrepreneurs that's open right now. There's one question that you have to answer, and the question is like, what do you do for business and how do you get started? So if you can answer that question good, you can be able to potentially win $10,000 for your business. And they do $1,000 grants every single month, and it's called an instant grant. So they choose it like the next week of the winner of who's gonna win. So $1,000 could get you a website, logo, branding, like at least get you started, get some products going, stuff like that. You can get started with $1,000. So HelloSkip is a really, really good website. And then I love grantwatch.com too. I use that website every day, but that one is a little harder to use than HelloSkip. So if you're just getting started, you don't know much about grants, start with helloskip.com.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So how I seen you like grow to like from literally like I don't know, like I feel like I seen you grow from like literally like I'm not gonna say nothing, but it was just like you were starting, especially with the influencing, because I don't know if you were influencing before, but I feel like you were starting with the influencing when I just first seen you, and then now I see you grow so big, and I'm like, oh, Stormi, I feel so proud. I'm like, she's so cute. But I'm like, you really be putting that work, because I see you every single day with the marketing too. Like I see you every single day. I'll be like, I need to start posting more, because I'll be like slacking sometimes with my marketing, because I don't know, like I just like marketing is like a whole nother like a whole nother job. Do you do most of your marketing?
I do all of it. I do everything. So as far as like I had a lady do my branding and stuff, like my logos and my colors and my like stuff like that, just to make sure everything was consistent. And she did my website too. But as far as like my posting, my advertising, the stuff that I promote, like everything outside of that is really all me.
Yeah.
Like I really want to hire a marketing team.
Yeah, that's how I feel with my marketing too, because it's like I cannot have like I have somebody market my pink places and stuff like that, but I can't have somebody market like my personal page because I'm so organic, or like it's just like
natural.
me. Yeah. So it's just like I feel like I know what people want and stuff like that. So it's like it'll be different. But how have you like maybe just give a gem on like growing like your Instagram and like growing your Instagram and or just in also as well scaling your business, like how did it go from like 2 years, right? Like I feel like in the last 2 years you grew a lot.
Yeah, I would say the honest truth is collaboration. You have to collaborate with people, and it's not even just like the big people that you see on Instagram with like 200k followers, 500k followers. Like when I was getting started, I think at that time I had like 3,000 followers. When I was really getting started, I was collabing with people with 3 to 5k followers. So I would just go live with them, and then like everybody from the live would follow me, follow them. We would get on there, spit gems, and I would do it every day. Anyone who was really following me from the beginning could be like, Stormi was on live every single day.
You still get on live at least
I get on live a lot.
Or twice a week.
I get on live a lot.
Yeah, I was just like, I like get on live like
it's like
day.
FaceTime with my homegirls, but you gotta collaborate, whether it's on lives, whether it's on classes. You have to get people to know who you are and what you do. And I'll be honest too, I started off really good because I was doing a specific thing. Like, it was like, you're coming to me for funding, like business funding, period. I'm not talking about a whole 100,000 quadrillion different things. I'm doing business funding. So anytime you heard my name, you knew what my topic was going to be about. And that's been the same since I started. And so I think like having a main thing that people know you for and collaborating with other people to get your name out there. And then you got to protect your brand. You can't be doing people any old kind of way and think that you're gonna build on that. Like, that's sinking sand. You have to actually have a good product, have good service, good customer service, treat people right, you know, be connected. See, you know, that's really how you scale, is keeping your name clean and clear, and making sure that people enjoy what you're offering. Like, I have people who literally be like, anything you do I know is good money because it's like you've been good all across the board. So protect your brand, pick a specific thing that you're going to be known for, and then collaborate with people. Those is really what built it for me.
Right. I think it's important to just stick to one thing, like, because doing all this stuff is like not good. I was doing all this stuff at first because I didn't know what I wanted to do, like, and then I figured it out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just stick with, like, you know, community and just, you know, have other people teach them, or me. Like, my main like thing that I teach mostly is credit overall on the community. And then I just stuck with like the pink places because it matches the brand. But I don't do like the regular Airbnbs anymore, and I don't do the Toro stuff anymore. Like, I don't. I was like, yeah, I don't over all that stuff. But I think and I think with me too, like I don't collab a lot. But I do, but I like only you for overall. I really don't collab a lot with people because I don't know. Like, I'm a shy person too, though. Like, I've always been like a back end person, even before I started like putting myself out there, because I know like I had to put myself out there. Like, I did it because I had to, not because like I really wanted to, and not because I really like liked it. It was just more so like, oh, let me just do it, like, because I have to make money and I have to do something, like, you know what I mean? But now that I was like, okay, now I'm making money, and now I'm like, okay, sometimes I'd be like, I don't feel like doing it all the time. I don't know, but I'd be like, I just gotta do it, because I was like, that's the main way to grow. I feel as though, especially with, you know, us as influencers nowadays, like, you
to
like
continuously grow.
Yeah,
for sure. No, you gotta make it a part of like your weekly marketing tactic.
Yeah,
like, you be like, okay, because sometimes I'll just get on Instagram for hours, and I won't be on there just scrolling. I'll be on there like just finding people, like researching, DMing, like saving people, reels, like, you know, like real sounds, ideas, just like all type of stuff, like researching. And that's how I find most of the people. And I just be reaching out. Honestly, the worst thing they're gonna tell me is no. Like, that's kind of my strategy. Is I'm like, hey girl, I would love to get on the live with you this week. Let's see if we can schedule something. I love what you're talking about with your community. I would love to bring that to my platform, and vice versa. I can, you know, talk to them about grants and stuff. And a lot of people be saying, yeah, some people, you know, leave me like they don't ever see the message. You know, maybe it went to their request box, but you know, if you send 20 messages and 10 people hit you back, you got 10 lives for the rest of the month. So, of new people who probably never seen you before, who gonna maybe become clients or whatever the case may be. So I definitely think collaborating is like one of the biggest things. But sometimes when you're getting started, you do gotta try a lot of different things. Cause like Milana's saying, she tried multiple things, I was doing multiple things. And it's like, sometimes you gotta try it out to see what really fits. And don't feel bad about that. There's nothing uncool about trying. About figuring out what works for you, about figuring out what you want to do with your life. You don't have to make a life decision in one day to say, okay, I'm only going to do grants for the rest of my life. No, it took me a while to get here. You know, it took me like 2 years to really be like, okay, only grants that I'm going to do.
Yeah, because you were doing funding too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with me too. Like, I did all that stuff, but then I stopped, and then like I've been doing credit for like 5 years though, like 4 years. But I don't even know. But basically, like, it's been it's been a while that I've been doing credit. When I first started, I did credit repair, and then you know, then I just started selling digital products on credit repair because I stopped doing credit repair. And then I started. Now I do community, which I like way better because I feel as though like my marketing doesn't have to be as much because like I stick to the people, and also because like I don't know, it's just everything that I already do but just in the community, and I build more relationship as well,
which is good.
Yeah, more relationship. Like, it's not like I just sell something and like I never see you.
Never see them.
Yeah,
that kind of is hurtful because you ask a lot of people that have bought stuff from me. I don't even like.
You don't know. Yeah, I know that. It's been a lot of people that I know that too. Like, even with the community, sometimes you don't know because people be shy.
Yeah,
but I be doing the in-person events. I like, you know, like I liked it. This is why I did this space too for the community, because I'm gonna do pop-up shops like monthly and stuff like that. Like I really want to do stuff for like the community. Like I don't know, I just like it, and I just like being in person sometimes better. It's just fun. It's just a vibe. Like, I get to talk to you. I get to know you.
Right.
And then like I really get to, and when community too, I like the girls that come in because they bring value too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like the people that you meet, because this is like one of the girls work for me, like the girl that you seen yesterday, like she like helps me out a lot with a lot of different stuff. And this other girl, she does like my marketing for my pink places, like, and I met her from the community, and she made like our place go viral like a couple times, and I was like,
that's dope.
Yeah, that's how I was like, this is like cool. Like you meet a lot of good people.
Yeah, no, that's definitely good with community. Like I love building community too, because honestly, like, what are we really doing it for? We're not just doing it to make us money. Like I actually want to look around and be like, dang, it's 100 people, you know, whose lives are changed, all because I decided to get on Instagram one day. Like that's crazy. Yeah,
and it's just like, I don't know. It's and also like that's how I also was able to build like kind of like a little bit of friendship in the entrepreneurial space too, even though they're not like big influencers, but I feel like I built a couple like relationships and friendships too. I'm like, I don't hang out with them every single day, but you know, like they're genuine people, and I like, that's what I like the most. Is like I like genuine, like real people, and like, you know, I can connect with them and also like do stuff, because like a lot of times, like, you know, I don't know if you have like any like older like friends from like back in like, you know, your childhood friends basically, and I don't really like, you know, we don't really like do a lot of stuff like we don't really take trips or anything like that. So it's like that's something that I do now with like the girls in my community. So it's like I have like people to do that with now or whatever. Or like, and I met you and we took a trip a couple times together, so that was good too. And I'm like, yeah, because I like taking trips now. Like that's my whole thing now.
Yeah, we be having fun. We went to Japan, we went to Spain. We've been lit.
I know. We gotta go somewhere else next.
I know, I'm thinking.
You said you wanted to go to Thailand. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it though. So, but we definitely got to take a trip, like another one. And I told you I wanted to do a trip with our communities as well.
Yeah, no, that would.
But you don't do community like.
I mean, I still have my people. Yeah, my people still say, because I never took them out of the group. Like I just stopped charging them, and I was like, y'all just stay in here, but I'm not adding anything new here. Like,
right. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was planning to do later down the line in life. I was like, maybe whenever I want to not do this anymore, probably just have them in there.
Yeah, y'all can stay in here, rewatch the classes, communicate with each other, use it as a group chat. But I'm not gonna be like teaching anything new. But and they love it. They be like, oh yeah, I be going back to the classes because it was mad information in that. You know?
Right. Because I wanted to do like, I was telling them like I want to do a trip to like Puerto Rico, but I want to get like a big like mansion or like a villa or something like that. I think that would be so fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Like something like that, because I was looking at it and I was like, really, honestly, like
it wouldn't be that expensive.
No, like it will be like, I think like 7 girls or something like that. Something like that. It was really nice. It was really nice.
If you want to go to Puerto Rico and me and Milan, put Puerto Rico in the comments on YouTube.
No, facts. Put it, because I think it'll be so fun. Like if we do a big mansion and then we stay there, make content, also like do like horse riding, like
all that stuff. All of that. That would be fun.
I think it'll be fun. But yeah, but definitely follow my girl. Her name is Stormi Banks on Instagram. Do you have underscores?
Yeah, 1 underscore. Stormi Banks. Stormi with an I underscore.
Yeah. And then follow me too. PS Milan 2 underscores. And tap in with us. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know what you liked and what you didn't like in the comments. And then, you know, what you want to see next. Bye, y'all.